What is going on, guys? It's your boy Big Dyllan and welcome back to some more solo Destiny 1 Nightfalls. So this week the modifiers are Epic, Specialist, Juggler, Chaff and Ironclad. So we have one positive modifier this week being Specialist, which is our special weapons that deal increased damage. And as always, we're just going to jump straight into it, not going to waste any time whatsoever. Now I'm unsure what the Nightfall is, hopefully it's a decent one. So for my load up I'm going to be using an auto rifle, I'm going to be using Icebreaker and a Void Rocket, and Sunbreaker subclass with Twilight Garrison.
The Vex have restarted their world-eating machine in a bid to restore their Nexus. In time, Venus will be consumed.
And listen to this. Scouts report that the Vex have upgraded the Nexus mine with tech from the Vault of Glass.
Do you need something, Cade?
No, just here to support my favorite Guardian.
I'm sure. Let's take that Nexus mine apart.
So it is the Nexus mine. Now I haven't done this strike in a very long time actually. I'm actually really looking forward to doing this one. Whew, let's go. So before we actually jump into it, I'm going to be wasting a bit of time here, but I'm going to pop a 3 of coins to see if we can try and get an exotic engram. Now unfortunately from the last solo Nightfall I haven't actually really been able to play too much, so I haven't actually unlocked really anything extra. So we're sort of stuck using the similar sort of loadouts. Now the Specialist being active, obviously with the Icebreaker has essentially infinite ammo, so we can constantly just take advantage of that, which will be really cool. Looks like we have the Fallen version of the strike. Now if you don't know, in Destiny 1 there are multiple versions of the strikes. You can actually get different enemy rotations. We're just going to fall back here, play it a little bit safe, try and pick some enemies off with the Icebreaker. And my aim is going to be pretty bad, as this is literally my first time playing pretty much all week. Haven't actually been on whatsoever, and I've just been crazy busy with work and all sorts of other stuff. So now Juggler's on as well, so we don't actually get ammo drops for our equipped weapon. So we're gonna have to be a little bit careful about just maining our kinetic. And we're taking damage. It's going pretty good so far though. I feel like if we just play it slow like this, we should be good. Try and get some grenades. Try and quick scope that guy. And we've got a Shank chasing us. We need special ammo. He's got a shield. Just going to run back inside. Get rid of him. Just going to use our super. Hopefully it'll save us some ammo. Got a special box if we need it. Try and get another grenade in there. Get rid of the Shank. And just let the Icebreaker do some work. It's actually going pretty well. Not as hard as I thought it was going to be. This strike is a pretty quick strike. I'm hoping that I can try and do it pretty quickly compared to last week's. I'm getting pushed from behind now, so I'm going to have to be careful. Get rid of those guys. Do that. Punch this guy. Go away. Throw a grenade. Run inside. Try and get some more ammo. Quick scope you. No scope you. Ooh. We're popping off a little bit. I'm actually just going to reload my rocket launcher as well, because there's going to be some more enemies out here. Yeah, we're getting pushed now by this big captain, so we're actually just going to run back outside and try and get back to the doorway. Hopefully we'll be safer down here. Try and get the servitor. Oh, that's that guy, which is good. So there's another one right there. Get rid of this. Throw a grenade. Super. Dude, Hammers is crazy on this game. Seems to deal so much damage. So there is a captain over there somewhere. I think he'll probably be waiting for his shield. But I can't snipe at all anymore. What's wrong with me? Now, try and use this auto rifle a bit. There we go. There's another vandal here.
Every servitor down brings us closer to ridding Venus of the fallen.
So where's the captain? That's
Unless it opens a
the...
lot of doors. Upper level's clear.
Oh dear. Go away. Go away. Go away. Thank you. There's a special box, but where's the captain gone? I'm a little bit sort of scared and anxious to push here. Now, going back into the... When I used to play this game, there's actually a little skip you can do it. You may actually run through into this room. There's loads of enemies in there, but you can actually just jump straight through this window. If I can try and do it. And yeah, there you go. So you're straight up top. And you just get sort of the edge on the enemies. Makes it a lot easier. They can actually now just start like raining down from above. I think that's everything anyway. So proceeding on. So we're actually not that far away from getting to the main area of the strike. Try and do a little bit of Titan skating here as well if I can. Dude, I'm so bad. Jump down here. Oh, I forgot about these guys. Try and use our abilities as soon as we get them. I think we've got ashes to assets on our helmet. So our grenade kills will also give us super energy, which is the exact same as it is in Destiny 2. It's a really good modifier. Just going to pop our super here, as there is a fair few enemies in here. Lots of Vandals and Vex as well. So this is getting into the Vex part of the strike now. This is where it starts to pick up a little bit. There's actually a lot of enemies in this next bit. So we're going to have to try and play this slowly. If I remember correct, yeah, there's harpies in this bottom area. And no, they do have arc shields, so we're just going to have to strip them with the icebreaker. And then what we'll try and do... I remember this bit actually, we're going to have to kill... Make sure we kill the enemies on both sides of this, and then go to the other side. Otherwise they actually end up coming from behind, which is like this bit. That's all them guys. One more. Get rid of you. And there's hobgoblins over the other side. Just wait for one more round. So the icebreaker, if you don't know what the sniper does, it essentially regenerates a bullet, like I think it's every 5 to 6 seconds. So it's a constant infinite ammo weapon. Now, unfortunately, I don't think we will ever see this weapon in Destiny 2, just purely because of how much it breaks the ammo economy in the game. Plus, it allows you to play a very, very passive playstyle, which I think Bungie are trying to get away from. But if it was me, I would actually love to see this thing again. So there's a box over there. Could try and blow up. This guy's going to start chasing me now. Right, so now we've got to pick this ball up, and we have to actually bank it somewhere. I think... Oh god, where am I? Stuck in a friggin... So try and... One good thing about being on a Titan is you can actually just skate everywhere with the orb, and because of how heavy it makes your character when you pick the orb up, you can actually skate really, really fast. Oh no, we have to capture the plate. Right, this is going to be really hard to do. Loads of enemies spawning in here now, so it's mainly the Minotaurs that we're going to want to watch out for, but we might actually... Yeah, we're going to have to dip. Just going to have to play this slow. Of course, this is going to get pretty crazy. As you can see, these are all going to be chasing us up here now as well, so... I'm just going to try and slowly bait them out, use our abilities where we can. They just keep teleporting, so just going to wait for them. Use our rocket here. Kaboom. That gets rid of them. See you later, Chief. Oh god. I just broke 3 separate shields there, which was completely unintended. Throw a grenade, try and get some grenade kills. And we just just completely missed. Now we do have glass half full on this auto rifle, so our bottom half of our magazine deals additional damage. Let's try and get this last guy without... Ooh, I'm just going to have to play that slow actually. All these harpies are just absolutely shredding us. Try and slowly pick these guys off if we can. Probably throw another grenade down here. There we go. Job's a good one. Pretty easy so far. We're actually just short of 10 minutes through the strike. Or into the strike, should I say. So now we are getting into the final part, which is going to be near the boss. And the boss room is pretty hectic. There's a couple of cheap and easy spots that you can go into where it makes it significantly easier. I might actually just sort of maybe go into one or two of them just as a bit of a throwback. And a bit of nostalgia for a couple of years. Get a grenade. We're just going to pop our super in here as well. We might as well use it if we've got it. That's all I'm dead already. Hammer is so much fun in this game. Now I feel like for the boss room it would have been easier to use the bubble, but I like to play it slightly more risky. And so this is the boss room. The boss spawns bang, slap bang in the middle. There is enemies down here as well, as you can see, just patrolling the area. So what we will do is just try and get rid of a couple of these if we can. I think there's like a couple of these minotaurs down here. So that's him. I'm sure there's actually one more, so we're going to be joining allies. We're just going to jump down and join the fray, essentially. So there's one more somewhere. I can hear him teleport. Oh god, there's more than one. I did not realise there was so many down here. Just going to have to be careful. So one of the cheese spots on this strike is over here somewhere. You can actually keep dropping back and down the ledge. I remember using all of the higher up areas for this. Now the boss is just spawned, so we're going to have to be pretty careful here, as he's going to deal a lot of damage very, very quickly. So we're just going to go up over here. I'm just going to hide here for now. I'm just going to try and get rid of the last couple of enemies. And we're just going to try and wither him down very slowly, so we can try and go... Oh! Try... No, come on! Ooh! Well, I almost choked that, so we're just going to wait for now, get our health back. That was incredibly risky. I'm not sure. I think there was a spot up here somewhere as well where you could go. Nah, so that's since must have been patched. I'm sure I used to go up there. You could actually get further behind everything. So where's the boss going? Right, so he's slap bang in the middle. We're going to save our grenade, as loads of enemies spawn in this. So the thing that makes this strike so friggin' hard is just the boss just constantly rails you and deals so much damage. So this is also one of the other spots where you could used to go and just hide, which we might actually use this, because this is going to be pretty difficult if I just run down here. So as you can see, the boss is just not really able to hit us. So what we need to do is deal enough damage until enemies spawn, and I've just fallen off. Whew. So every time you deal enough damage, loads of enemies spawn. So what we'll do is we'll just stay up here and we will try and get rid of a fair few of these. We're actually going to have to pick the relic up here in a second as well. Is this not the relic version? I thought we had to pick a relic up. Or is that just a... I can't even remember the strike properly. I'm not even sure. I could have sworn... Or is that the... See, this is the confusing thing about there being so many different variants of a strike. Is one of the other versions you have to pick the Vault of Glass relic up and destroy his shield, but I don't think that's this version, so I think we just have to jump in the pools of light and cleanse. I could be wrong. But again, just going to carry on dealing damage. This makes it pretty free. I'm not sure if more enemies are spawning. Can't really see too much up here. Just wait for some of our ammo to regenerate. Got another couple of bullets. Ooh! Man, it's such a nice area. So one of the other spots we used to go actually was over here. And you could use to jump down here and land up on this. And this is one of the main spots we used to use back in the day. When you had your ammo, you used to jump up and then rinse it. But you do actually take a lot of damage there. It's actually pretty risky. This is probably the safest spot for the strike. We're actually dealing pretty decent amounts of damage here, actually. So it's like, what, nearly half? Just over half? So, right, so we're going to have to be careful here. There's probably going to be another pool of light, which has just spawned right below us. We've got a little bit of time. Just going to go ahead and clear a few of these enemies. And then go jump in it. Jump up here. And there we go. So just going to sit up here. Try and pick a few of these enemies off if we can. So they're all teleporting over to us. I'm getting flinched like crazy. Get our health back from our grenade. So I'm actually going to go back up top here. There we go. There's another harpy down there somewhere. Yeah, here we go. So I'm going to use our rockets on these. Just gets rid of them. We might as well use our heavy if we've got it. So for the next pool of light, we've got our super. Let's see. Get rid of all these. There we go. There's another enemy somewhere. There he is. Thought I heard something shoot me. Try and drill the boss a little bit more. Ooh! No, we're gonna die, we're gonna die, we're gonna die. Jesus, that was close. Well, this is making the boss fight very, very boring, but I don't think I would be able to do this just running around carelessly. But this is one of the main things that's so different compared to Destiny 1 to Destiny 2, is you can play the game so safe in Destiny 1, play it from a distance. You know, scout rifles and everything were so good on this game. So it just allowed you to sit back and peg all the bosses from a distance. Which, for some people, makes the game boring and not as fun to watch. But for me personally, I absolutely love this game. I think it's absolutely amazing. And this is probably where we're going to die. If we take loads more damage. Try and get up here if we can. I'm just falling off again. This is not going well. Try and throw a grenade, and we're going to take so much damage. Dude, Twilight Garrison is saving us here. This is crazy. So we've got more enemies coming in. We need to try and move again here. Use a couple of rockets if we can. Alright, we're just gonna... Ooh! You can go away, sir. Thank you very much. Right, so we need to try and get back up top here, because we're actually going to be extremely vulnerable down here. While we can, we'll actually try and kill the remaining enemies as well. Right, so we're on the other side again, which is great. Try and get rid of these guys. One more there somewhere. Go. Oh god, there's still more. This is why I love the icebreaker. It's such a nice weapon. Sounds so damn unique as well at the same time. So there's a couple more. This boss is sneaking around. Just going to wait for a little bit of icebreaker ammo before we start railing him again. So it's actually still got a surprising amount of health. We have to play this extremely careful because we're going to need a super as well for the next pool of light that we're going to have to go into. I'm not sure if it'll spawn down here again. If it does, we're extremely lucky. If it spawns on the other side, we might be a little bit screwed, but we'll just have to wait and see. Again, just slowly wither him down. Trying to keep an eye out as well for when the enemies and stuff are going to spawn. Right, so the enemies are spawning up now. We're going to get our rockets out, throw a grenade, and start just trying to blow a couple of these guys up. Gets rid of them. So the pool of light is down here, which makes it super easy for us again. Just going to land in there, pop our super, and try and get rid of a few more of these guys. So tons of enemies spawn here, as this is, I think, one of the last major groups of enemies before we can actually kill the boss. Clamber isn't a thing in this game, so I'm going to choke my jump as many times as possible. Again, one of the things that makes Destiny 2 so nice to play is just all the quality of life improvements that it has over this game. But even with all those, Destiny 1 is still such a fun and unique game. Playing peekaboo with a goblin there. Oh, I thought I could quick scope. Is that both sides done? Maybe. So the boss is so close to being dead here. So what we're going to wait for is we're actually going to wait for 6 shots of Icebreaker, and this should hopefully completely kill him. If I have calculated it correctly, he's got a tiny smither of health. Not too much, and with Specialist being on him, 6 bullets might do this. I'm hoping that if he spawns another pool of light, we might be able to just kill him and just skip it, because we have 0 heavy and we don't have a super, which is going to make it incredibly hard for us. So what we're going to do is just wait here a sec. So we've got 6 bullets, and we're just going to essentially now start raining. There we go. Damn, that was actually surprisingly really easy. 8 minutes left on the clock. No exotic engram, unfortunately. We've got a skeleton key, so what I'll do is open the chest. And we got a Mark of the Nexus, which is a strike-specific loot class item for the Titan, which is pretty basic, nothing really too flash. Pretty cool though, and again, this is something that I really missed from Destiny 2, is just a strike-specific loot. Something that I think was so damn cool, going back to this game. But anyway, let's see what loot we get. So we had 8 minutes and 22 seconds left on the timer, which is really, really good. Let's see what we get. I'm hoping for an exotic, please. Ooh! Let's see what these are. Mark 44 Standardides. Increases the duration of shoulder charge and a tighter turn radius while sprinting. So, absolutely terrible exotic. So these are probably just going to get infused into my current boots. It should be higher power, hopefully. They're 396, which is very, very close to the cap on this game, which is 400. So my current boots are 391. So yeah, so these are a huge improvement in terms of power. So again, I'll just end up infusing these, I think. And did I get anything else? I don't think I did. No, so that's pretty much it for the video, guys. Hopefully you enjoy these. I know a lot of people seem to enjoy watching these every single week. So thanks so much for watching. Have a fantastic weekend. Peace.